So it might seem obvious, but I get asked all the time, what size shall I make? How do I measure myself? So I thought I'd do some basics. Let's start at the beginning, we'll work away from there. And we're going to start by doing the three main measurements. So that's like bust or chest, waist and hips. So first things first, this outfit isn't going to work for this process because we're in bulky outerwear. It's going to add inches and we want to try and get ourselves a nice accurate body measurement because most patterns are going to have the wearing ease that they want in for the design that they're working from. So we shall remove the jumper. We're not in something like super skin tight, but we're not adding bulk. That's the biggest thing. Now, bust measurement. So that is going to be your widest part. So if I stand to the side, you can see I'm getting it nice and level across my back and I'm going around the widest part of my bust and taking the measurement flat. I'm not trying to give myself extra, worrying that it's going to be too tight. The design is going to deal with that for you. But I'm also not squeezing myself in so that I'm squashing my body. I'm just laying it nice and flat against my body, nice and straight all the way around. So then we take that measurement as our bust measurement. Now, for different people, that's going to be at different heights depending on where that sits, and that's okay. The next thing we're going to do is our waist. Now that's just your smallest part. For most people, it's going to be somewhere around here, but it can vary a good couple of inches depending on how your body is compiled. And we're just trying to take our smallest part, again, just going all the way around, flat, not too tight, not leaving it loosey-goosey, flat against our smallest part. And then the hips. Now this one confuses an awful lot of people because what we want to take at this point is it's not around where our hip bone sits, that would be up here, it's around our widest part. So for me, that's going to include a large amount of bottom, but for other people that might include some tummy as well. It depends on how your body is compiled. So we're just going with our widest part, again, flat, straight around and taking our measurement. So then we've got our three basic measurements that we're going to then use to figure out what pattern size we need.
So with my measurements noted down, I head to my pattern to check how they compare to the size chart. It is worth doing this for every single brand you use because they will vary. It's just like high street stores from that perspective. Now what I've got here is a body measurements chart and a finish measurements chart. I'm going to compare my body measurements first to this body measurements chart, and you will see it's that classic situation. I am falling between two sizes. It is not clear cut which size I should be making. So to help me make a decision, I am going to head to the Finish garment measurement chart to give me some information as to how much wearing ease there is. My bust measurement is the exact same size as the Finish garment measurements on the F. That's going to make it feel a little bit tight. If I had a 42-inch bust, it would be fine. Even though it's still above the body measurement, it would still be sufficient room. So even though my waist and my hips fit well within the F, I would make the G to ensure that it fits properly around the bust. So hopefully that is going to help you get started with choosing your right size so that we end up with a garment at the end that actually fits us. I know there are lots of other nuances we could discuss at this point, but those feel like they're going to have to be videos for another day.